Hello, my friends. This is Miss Sarah at Kakana Library, and welcome to Saturday Storytime. So it's May now, and this month we're going to do a story time all about flowers. I bet you have some flowers around you've seen. They're starting to come up all nice and big and colorful. So we're going to read some books and sing some songs about flowers today. So first, we're going to sing our welcome song. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Now you're here, let's have some fun. First we'll clap our hands just so, then we'll bend and touch our toes. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Now you're here, let's have some fun. All right, let's start by singing our ABCs together. Will you sing with me? Okay. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Good job, friends. You are so good at ABCs. All right. So we're going to do our crisscross applesauce now so that we get ready for our story. All right. So find a lap. We're going to go like this. Okay. Crisscross applesauce. Spiders crawling up your spine. Cool breeze. Tight squeeze. And now you've got the sillies, tickle, tickle, tickle. And we put our tickle fingers up in the air and we open, shut them, open, shut them. Give a little clap, clap, clap. Open, shut them, open, shut them. Put them in your lap, lap, lap. All right, now we're ready for our first story. So our first story today is called Lola Plants a Garden. Are you planting a garden this year? So it starts off with a rhyme. Mary, Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow? With silver bells and cockle shells and pretty maids all in a row. That's one of my favorite rhymes. Lola loves her book of garden poems. Her favorite poem is the one about Mary, Mary. Lola wants to plant a garden. Mommy says there is room near the vegetables. You see her pretty garden book? Just like we're reading pretty garden books. Lola gets books about gardens from the library. We have those. You can come get some. She chooses her favorite flowers from the books, and Mommy makes a list. They go to the garden store to buy the seeds. See the pretty bag the seeds come in? Lola and Mommy make the garden. The seed packets mark where the flowers are planted. Look at all these rows of flowers. Lola will have to wait a long time for them to grow. So she's waiting very patiently. And it looks like this butterfly is waiting very patiently too. Lola makes her own flower book while she waits. What a great idea. Look at her craft. She's cutting out some flowers and gluing them down in her book. That sounds like fun. Mommy types the Mary, Mary poem and Lola glues it in. Lola makes a string of bells. She finds shells and some old beads. She even makes a little Mary, Mary. How nice is that? A little Mary, Mary doll. One day, Lola sees tiny green shoots. What's that coming out of the ground? So she pulls up weeds so the shoots can grow. She's working very hard to make her garden. Lola's flowers grow bigger. They open up to the sun. Look how big those got. And the butterflies are happy too. And look, there's some more little happy bug friends. Daddy helps Lola hang her shiny bells. Lola finds Mary Mary a special spot. It's just perfect. Orla, Ben, and Ty are coming to see Lola's garden. Lola and Mommy make cupcakes. That, we're gonna have a special garden party. Lola wears her flower shirt. Mommy helps Lola with her hair. Look, she's got flowers in her hair and flowers on her shirt. She's ready for this party. Lola's friends love everything about her garden. They share the crunchy peas and the sweet strawberries that Mommy grew. That looks like a nice party. Then Lola makes up a story about Mary Mary. Look at that nice group of friends. What kind of garden will Lola plant next? Lola, Lola, extraordinary, how does your garden grow with flower seeds and shells and beads and happy friends all in a row? The end. All right, so we just read about planting a garden, and now I have a song for you about planting a garden. And it goes like this. The gardener plants the seeds, the gardener plants the seeds. Hi-ho, let's watch it grow, the gardener plants the seeds. The rain begins to fall, the rain begins to fall. Hi-ho, let's watch it grow, the rain begins to fall. The sun begins to shine, the sun begins to shine. Hi-ho, let's watch it grow, the sun begins to shine. The plants begin to grow, the plants begin to grow. Hi-ho, let's watch it grow, the plants begin to grow. The buds open up, the buds open up. Hi-ho, let's watch it grow, the buds open up. The flower smiles at me, the flower smiles at me. Hi-ho, let's watch it grow, the flower smiles at me. So I have another book for you now about planting gardens, and this is another special way to plant a garden. It's called My Garden. My mother has a garden. I'm her helper. I water, I weed, and I chase away the rabbits so they don't eat all the lettuce. It's hard work, and my mother's garden is very nice. But if I had a garden, there would be no weeds, and the flowers would keep blooming and blooming and never die. Look at all those flowers in her imaginary garden. That sounds like a nice place. In my garden, the flowers would change color just by my thinking about it. Pink, blue, green, purple, even patterns. Oh, look at that. She's got a plaid flower and a polka dot flower. Nice. I've never seen a plaid flower before. And if you picked a flower, another one would grow right back in its place. Oh, she goes picking all the flowers, and oh, they bloom again right behind her. That's good. In my garden, the rabbits wouldn't eat the lettuce because the rabbits would be chocolate and I would eat them. That looks like a delicious garden. I would like to go be in that garden. If I planted seashells, I'd grow seashells. Huh. Look at all those. If I planted jelly beans, I'd grow a great big jelly bean bush. Oh my goodness, look at all the jelly beans growing on that jelly bean bush. That's more than I can count. Sometimes in my garden, good, unusual things would just pop up. Buttons and umbrellas and rusty old keys. Look at those neat old keys and all these little button vines and umbrellas sprouting just like flowers. In my garden, there would be birds and butterflies by the hundreds, so that the air was humming with wings. Oh, look at all those birds and butterflies. Flappity, flappity. Lots of pretty colors. The tomatoes would be as big as beach balls, and the carrots would be invisible because I don't like carrots. Well, I guess she can grow whatever she wants in her garden. Look at that giant tomato. At night, the morning glories would stay open, shining like stars, and the strawberries would grow like lanterns. Ooh, that'd be pretty at night in her garden. It's night now. Only the fireflies and the porch light are glowing. Before bed, I take one seashell from the shelf in my room and go to the garden. I poke the seashell into the ground. Who knows what might happen? I cover it up with dirt and pat down the dirt with my foot. She's planting a shell. What are you doing? Asks my mother. Oh, nothing, I say, just working in the garden. What's happening with that shell? It looks like it's growing roots. Maybe her imaginary garden will come true. The end. All right, we just read about another way to grow a garden, and I have a rhyme for you that's all about growing flowers. All right, it goes like this. One little flower had nothing much to do. Out popped another one, and then there were two. Two little flowers were smiling at the bee. Out popped another one, and then there were three. Three little flowers were growing by the door. Out popped another one, and then there were four. Four little flowers were glad to be alive. Out popped another one, and then there were five. Five little flowers growing by my door. I picked one, and then there were four. Four little flowers growing by the sea. I picked one, and then there were three. Three little flowers growing in Kalamazoo. I picked one, and then there were two. Two little flowers growing out in the sun. I picked one, and then there was one. One little flower growing by a wheelbarrow. I picked it, and then there were zero. All right, let's read our last story. And the last story I have for you this time is called Bloom Boom. Every spring across the land, seeds sprout, stems pop out. See them coming out of the ground. Bloom, boom, look at all those flowers popping open. Got purple ones and yellow ones and white ones, all kinds. Leaves emerge, stalks surge. Look at them growing and growing. Bloom, boom. Look, we've got more flowers, more purple flowers. Do you see someone hiding in our flowers? I do. Plants rise, shapes surprise. The pretty flowers. Bloom, boom. Look at that forest full of flowers. It's a nice place to take a walk. Bulbs send and tips extend. Those bulbs sprouting. Bloom, boom. Look at all those tulips. Aren't they pretty? Buds grow, blossoms show. Bloom, boom. All these pretty ones. These are lilacs. That's one of my favorites because they smell so good. Petals curve, insects swerve. You see the little bee? Coming for some nectar from those flowers. Bloom, boom. Look at all those flowers. I would like to go take a nap in that meadow. I bet it smells very good there. Colors call, fragrance flies. Welcome, birds and butterflies. Good little birdie. It's a pretty butterfly. Looks almost just like a leaf or a flower petal all by itself. Sun rays warm. Oh, look at a happy little lizard. Flowers form, bloom, boom. Wow. So many orange flowers. So pretty. The end. All right, so we read 3 stories about flowers today, and we did a rhyme about flowers, and we did a song about growing things. So I wanted to show you my flowers that I used today because I've put together some kits here at the library so you can come and make some flowers just like these. So if you come to the front desk or the children's desk, you can come and pick up one of these kits. And how you make your flowers, because what'll be in your kit, you'll have some pipe cleaners and some little tissue squares. And all you do is you take one pipe cleaner and you wrap it around the other like that. And then you twist that so it's like this. And then you bend these a little bit and twist those together. And that makes a little leaf. So you have a stem and a leaf. And then you're going to take your little tissue squares and you're just going to poke your pipe cleaner through the middle of your tissue squares. So it's sticking out just a little bit, and you just want to bend that tip down a little. And then you scrunch your tissue paper up and you have a pretty flower. So come make some flowers with me at the library. And it's time to sing our goodbye song. Goodbye to all my friends. Goodbye to all my friends. I had fun with you today. Goodbye to all my friends.